What's up, scary cakes?
What's up, Queen of the Dumbies?
I used your own tweet against you.
You did. It's pretty funny. It's the new Hostess Halloween snacks. They got spooky Twinkies and scary cakes.
I'm Spooky Twinkie and you're Scary Cake. Oh, it's good. Hashtag not sponsored. Send us treats and snacks.
I would take Halloween Hostess snacks.
Same.
Give me some Halloween mini donuts.
I know I need donuts. All I've been eating since I got surgery is fucking donuts.
Didn't the little donuts used to be called gems or something like that?
I've always known them to be mini donuts, but maybe they were. Maybe some other brand is called Little Gems.
Yeah, that's in my old 70s brain.
Yeah. I was just telling you before this that the new episode of The Golden Bachelor was on today, and I live text it with my dad every week, and we're watching it together. And I'm telling you, every single week it comes on. It's the most wholesome, cute, pleasant show. I can't say enough good things about it. The people are so emotional. They're so cute. Like, it's very different how they act. I feel like a lot of people now don't say how they feel or like are afraid to show feelings or like get hurt so they don't say the shit first. And these people are like they're older, so they're so over the fucking games that they probably feel like they don't have much time left to like make a connection with people. So they're like they put everything out on the table and they say the fucking nicest shit to each other, and it's really cute. And you can tell also the ladies aren't as catty. There's not that essence of like, oh, I'm trying to be famous or I'm trying to get Instagram followers. They're just like very nice, and you can tell even if they don't get something out of this or they end up the winner, they're just like happy to have one of the other ladies be the winner. Like the energy is so different. It's very wholesome and cute.
Yes, there are multiple factors tying into this Golden Bachelor. One is they have no time.
Yeah, they have no time. Yeah.
No fucking around. Here's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my shit.
Yep.
Do we get along? Okay, good enough or not.
Yep.
Two, when you get older, your brain gets soft and I don't even know how to explain this.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the past 5 to 6 years, my brain has gotten so pliable for emotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're constantly crying on there.
Yeah. And as you get older, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, they literally, when the screen came up on this episode, they showed him crying and nothing had even happened yet. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, you know, on YouTube, it'll show you like if you stay on a clip for too long, it'll start to autoplay.
Mm-hmm.
There was a clip today on my YouTube. Literally, I think those autoplays are only 15 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a clip from an old episode of Doctor Who. And I started getting like teary-eyed. My brain's all wobbly.
They keep getting me on Facebook with the animal rescue videos. If you like 2 of them, that's all you get. And I saw a really disturbing thing. I didn't watch it, but there was a video on YouTube that I ran across called like the problem with influencers faking animal rescues, and I had never even considered it for 5 fucking seconds. And then all I could think about was somebody throwing an animal like in a river and then acting like you're saving it for social media. And I'm like, I can't do this. I literally can't think about it for 5 seconds. I can't do this.
You have to, at a certain point. One of the things that I watch on YouTube is I only watch like television shows on YouTube and like clips of movies because 99% of influencer YouTube TikTok stuff is just fake.
I am so always aware of that, and like, oh, people giving money to people and people doing this and like people orchestrating like, oh, I bought this Starbucks for somebody or whatever. But I had literally, it never crossed my mind that somebody might be putting an animal in danger and then saving it on purpose. I'm like, this is like a sickened level that I never thought of in my life.
Yeah, I saw something, this is probably 2 years ago, and it was like a TikTok guy, and he was just like rambling about human nature and how we should be good people. And his TikToks were like him picking up trash along the road. Mm-hmm. And then it came out like he would just dump trash all over the road to make his TikTok videos. Ugh. Instead of actually going to somewhere where there's trash on the road and picking it up.
See, that's another thing I never thought of. Like those people who do the beach cleanups, I would have never considered that. Now I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
Worst.
The worst. But anyway, I cry at a lot of stuff now.
Yeah. But yeah, Golden Bachelor, chef's kiss, perfect television. It's going to save the franchise. Honestly, I feel like it's going to like reinvent how they pick people to be on these fucking shows. It's just so refreshing after 20 seasons of just vapid, terrible fucking people.
So maybe this will lead to what I have always said, which is like with American Idol, after like the first 3 seasons, I was like, anybody should be able to be on American Idol. Like regardless of age, like just let people try.
Yeah.
Like, let them shoot their shot.
Yeah.
And I think Golden Bachelor might open that door where people are like, oh, maybe everyone should be allowed on these shows.
Yeah. I think Idol moved their end posts, but I still don't think it's anybody. But I think on America's Got Talent, it can be anybody or any age.
Well, that's good.
But not Idol. I don't know what the max is on Idol currently.
Whatever it is, that makes me cry.
I don't cry very often, but animal stuff really gets me, obviously, for obvious reasons.
It makes me happy when I see a good animal thing.
Well, yeah, me too. That's why now I'm going to be like...
But most of the time, like when I see animal stuff that makes me happy, humans aren't involved at all.
Yeah.
It's like a monkey petting a cat.
Yeah, like when a deer has a friend.
Yeah.
I know, exactly. Yeah.
Something that someone couldn't have set up.
Yes. Or like literally any time anybody talks about those nature bridges they put over highways, I'm like, perfect.
Right. And if you want to show me a farm where there's a pig and a chicken who are best friends, I'll watch that.
That's actually all I want to watch. You did an event last weekend in Omaha.
I did. Haunted Heartlands 2 in Omaha, Nebraska. Sponsored by the Necronomicast.
Yeah.
Me and Cindy Kaza and Andrew White, the saxophonist. And before we even did the event, we did like an updated version of spirit trumpets, and the whole audience chanted while trumpets and saxophones were played.
You have to explain what spirit trumpets are.
Spirit trumpets were a thing in the turn of the century with the rise of spiritualism, where people would put like a trumpet near their ear, and like the ghosts would whisper in the other end of the trumpet and you could hear them. They would speak, spirits would speak through the trumpets.
Nice.
So then Cindy Kaza came out and killed it, as she does.
I better tell people she's a psychic. She's the most believable, best psychic I've ever seen in my life. Cindy Kaza is a queen.
She is a queen. I still got to get her to give me, or I'll buy it, like one of her spirit drawings.
I know. I want one too.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It's so funny, though, when she does readings, because a lot of times you'll hear people say, like, when psychics or alleged psychics will do groups, a lot of times they'll cold read. And so they'll do stuff like, there's somebody here who has an M in their name. And then they'll like, of course, there's someone in the crowd. There's 150 people there. Someone's got an M in their name.
Mm.
But Cindy, the reason that she's fantastic at what she does is the messages she's receiving. Mm-hmm. She will say, like, there's a Harold here with an Emily. Mm-hmm. Who has Harold and Emily? And then someone will raise their hand and be like, that is my grandfather and grandmother.
Yeah, when I saw her before, she was saying people's like jobs and shit that nobody would know. I'm like, this is crazy. It was so specific. And then just people just instantly start crying.
Yeah, I would tell you one of the things she goes, I see him. I can't remember exactly how she did it, but it was to the effect of, she said, I have an older man coming through. He's passed. He had something wrong with his kidneys, and he's showing me a picture of Billie Holiday and an American flag. Does that mean anything to anybody? And this woman raised her hand and she was like, my dad died from problems with his kidneys and his name was William and his birthday was on the 4th of July. He's literally Billie Holiday.
That's bonkers. That's so bonkers.
So crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, she's obviously, I'd like your brain is like, tries to stay skeptic. But then when you see just hit after hit after hit, you're like, okay, so she knows everything ever.
Right.
And then you went to a squirrel jail.
I went to the Haunted Squirrel Jail, which is one of the few remaining rotating jails. All of the jail cells are actually in the middle of the prison, and they spin like so that when the doors aren't facing the right way, there's literally no way out of the jail cell.
Yeah.
But the problem is like people would stick their arms and legs through it. And the other thing was too, is that the bathrooms are like at the back of the jail cells because it's 3 stories tall. Mm-hmm. So there's just a tube in the middle of the jail that all of the poo and pee is like sliding down. Yeah. And then the warden's house is upstairs where the vent is for that.
Ew.
Yeah.
You guys know when there's like cabinets, you have that like corner cabinet and it turns around inside. Like that's what the jail cells were like, and it spins.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never heard of anything like that in my life.
It's really, really cool.
Squirrel jail. And he got me a shirt.
I did get you a shirt. Oh, also.
What?
After Cindy did her reading, I did a lecture as well.
Yeah.
Gave myself a 6 out of 10.
You always just give yourself a 6.
I could be better.
Okay, well, we'll get a 10 out of you someday.
Laughs were had. People seemed to enjoy it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job going there. Yesterday we went, okay, you guys, if you recall, we talked about before how we went to a church rummage sale and we stole stuff. We walked out without paying because the lines were really long. Every checkout thing in the church was packed, and it was like not, and y'all think we walked out on fucking a line of 8 people. No, it was like 50 people down a fucking hallway, and we couldn't do it. So what we did was walk out with the stuff, and then I made a donation online.
Please comment that the stuff that we walked out with totaled like $4.
Yeah, literally it was like $7. I'm not even kidding. I had a bowl and you had like one thing. So
I had a gnome.
Yeah. And then I went online and donated like twice the amount that the stuff would have been. So we didn't steal, but we kind of stole. So anyway, so we went back to that rummage sale this week. Luckily, our pictures weren't on the wall.
I didn't suspect they would be.
No. So we got some stuff. It was cute. And then we made a cute Patreon video of us going to the rummage sale and doing things and going to Starbucks. So that's in our Patreon right now. Patreon.com/whatsupweirdo. But one of the funniest parts was we were walking out. There's like an outside part where they put furniture and like lawn shit and whatever, flower pots, etc. And we walked past this lady and just the quote out loud, she's like, "Oh, there's ironing boards out here. Who irons anymore?" They say this right in front of fucking Dress Clothes McGee, John Tenney.
Yeah, so I just instantly snapped her and I was like, I do. I iron twice a week. And her face was shook.
She was like the guy in Jaws where he's like, it's a tiger shark. And she was like, oh,
what?
You iron? Like, I'm like, she could have said that in front of anybody here and nobody would have answered, but she said it in front of you.
Yeah, literally spent the weekend ironing my clothes because I was in a hotel and had a lecture to do.
Yeah, there's never been a time ever once where we go to an event that you have to work and I'm sitting there on my bed watching Friends and you're ironing every time. So.
Update on the church rummage sale. What did you get?
I got 2 long coats that are very beautiful and a skirt and a blouse.
And what did I get?
A suitcase and a book.
How much did I pay for the suitcase?
$5.
$5. I bought a new suitcase and it was delivered today. The new suitcase cost me like $85.
Right.
It is so fucking cheap in comparison to the $5 one that I bought that was built in the 1960s. This suitcase that I bought for almost $100 is going to make one trip. It's not going to last.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, all the stuff I bought is vintage. The skirt that I bought, I specifically, when we were there, held it up to the light because I was like, oh, surely this will be see-through like every fucking skirt nowadays. Nope, it's not see-through because they actually use real fucking fabric back then.
Yeah.
Everything's better. The coats I got are so fucking beautiful and heavy and lined, and I got them for $10 each, and they're so fucking pretty.
You get ready to make your horn noise.
Okay.
What else did I buy?
A book.
How much did I pay?
$10.
What's that book worth?
I don't know.
$600.
$600.
Yeah, there's some that have sold without covers in worse condition for like 60 to 100, but the one that I tracked down that has a slip jacket still, the last time it sold was $585.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I had it in my hands first, and then you said, if you're not going to buy that, I am, and I said, no, I'm not going to. You can have it, and now you say this to my face.
Bow, 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 bow.
That's sick, though. I'm glad you got it.
Yep, you can have it after I die.
Well, you're not going to sell it?
No.
Oh, God.
What are my chances of ever getting that book again?
Just read it and then sell it. Well, you guys can see what it is because it's in our Patreon video, too. Front and center.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's awesome.
Pretty crazy. My mind kind of blew.
That is crazy. Treasure hunter. Maybe.
That happened once before when we went. I got that UFO book at the thrift store for like $3 on Pascagoula.
Was that when we were in Canada?
No. It was at the thrift store on 11 Mile over by the big lots.
Oh.
Then I bought a book for like $3 and it's worth like $200.
Nice.
Thrift magic.
I know. Thrift magic. Speaking of weird shit, UFOs, cryptids, etc., a new Bigfoot video dropped this week.
Uh-oh.
I know. Did you saw it?
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, it looks like he has pants on.
It's fake.
Well, I had seen that. I've seen the videos. I looked at it a million times. I saw today that under like the biggest page on Twitter that had posted it, the community notes said, because people can add context if the tweet is just dead wrong. So the added context said...
Wait a second.
What?
I saw the video yesterday morning when I woke up. Do you know what my comment was?
What?
I saw the video. I read the post on Facebook. I went on Google. I Googled that train's route because it was Bigfoot filmed from a train.
Mm-hmm.
A half a mile from the tracks is a company that sells camping gear called Sasquatch Camping something or other.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say.
And I said, minutes after seeing the video,
Mm-hmm.
oh, very lucky that this company called Sasquatch is a half a mile away from the train tracks. They probably do tours of a guy in a suit.
Yep. Yeah, the community notes said exactly that. It said it's a Colorado company called Sasquatch Campers. The owner often wears a Sasquatch costume. And then when you go to that company's Instagram, they have a very cheeky little picture up. And all it says on the picture is, it wasn't us.
And it was.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
It's 100%. It took me literally 3 minutes.
You should have tweeted about it.
It was answering someone else's tweet.
Yeah.
And then it took everybody else a day and a half. Thank you, John Tenney, prime researcher. Let me just tell you what's so fucked up. I read the Facebook post. She said what train route they were on. I Googled that train route. This is literally what I did. I Googled the train route, hit Google Maps so I could see the train route. And when Google Maps came up and showed me that portion of Colorado, one of the businesses said Sasquatch. And I was like, well, there you go. That's and then I looked at where the train tracks were and where the business was. And I was like, well, there you go. It's fucking advertising.
It worked.
It worked.
It's got millions of views already. And I saw Cliff Barackman from Finding Bigfoot tweeted about it and was like, I don't think it's real. And I commented, I'm like, I don't either, but I still like the fucking hubbub about any of it.
Whenever anything happens, I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, totes. It's always like the condition of the world at any moment is just a hellscape. So if we can talk about a Bigfoot for 3 minutes, that's much better.
Yes, I agree.
It would be sick if somebody was on a train and they saw Bigfoot. Oh, but one more thing about, I have to go backwards for 1 second. When we hung out and we went to the church rummage sale and we were talking in the car randomly, and what did you tell me about Godzilla that I did? I was today years old when I found this out about Godzilla.
Godzilla is a mommy and Godzilla has a baby.
Godzilla is a lady. I didn't know.
Well, the argument has been made that Godzilla is neither male nor female.
Yeah, I would believe that over she's just a girl.
Because some lizards can be asexual and just reproduce.
Okay.
And so Godzilla is supposed to be like an iguana that was bombarded with radiation and became a giant Godzilla.
Okay. But did the speculation that she is a lady, did that come when she had a baby? Or was it always...
When baby Godzilla showed up, there was an instant divide.
Love this conversation.
I err on the side of Godzilla being female.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I never considered it for a second that it wasn't just a giant angry male dinosaur.
No, and baby Manila.
I know, you showed me the little bald baby.
I can't believe you've never seen baby Godzilla.
I haven't. That blew my mind that Godzilla might be a lady.
Yeah, I will send you a clip sometime so you can see baby Godzilla doesn't have full Godzilla blast breath. Baby Godzilla blows little smoke rings.
Oh my god. That would be wild if in one of the Godzilla movies they showed her literally physically giving birth to the baby. They don't show it coming out, do they?
No, but in the American-made Godzilla movie, with Matthew Broderick, which is terrible, there's a part where Godzilla lays a whole bunch of eggs in Madison Square Garden.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was just going to correct myself too, because it's not like it would come out like a human baby. I forgot it comes out as an egg.
An egg.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Little egg Godzilla baby.
Yeah, because they're a birdie dinosaur, lizard things.
Speaking of kind of in the same thing, eggs, reptiles, etc. ABC News tweeted a couple nights ago that a new study finds that female frogs fake their own deaths to avoid unwanted attention from males. I love that. That's one of my new favorite facts in life. Yeah, female frogs, just queen behavior. Just play dead until he goes away. Perfect strategy.
So a little opossum.
Obsessed with it.
Except they get scared and they pretend to die.
Yeah. I feel like other animals do that too, don't they?
There's those fainting goats that get too scared and then they just stiff leg it and drop to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, that's what you were talking about earlier. That makes me sad because then people go to those farms and purposely scare them so they'll fall down.
I know, I don't like that.
That makes me my old brain cry.
I know, I don't like that.
Aside from dying frogs, pretend dead frogs, do you have funny stories to tell me?
No.
You don't have anything funny?
I have Another weird paranormal kind of drama that's been going on is the guy. So apparently, some terrible guy, I don't know when he did, but some terrible guy owns the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast now. And just, I think a couple doors over, somebody opened. We talked about this already, right?
I don't know that he's stealing people's research.
Well, no, that's a thing. But somebody a couple doors down opened like the Lizzie Borden fucking coffee shop, right? And they have her on the wall, and they're getting in on the gimmick. And he's like, "You can't do that." Like he owns a dead murderer lady. Like you don't own her. They can do whatever they want. So he tried to start a war with them. It didn't work. He got attacked online, and then it calmed down. So then earlier this week, he posted the worst shirt ever. This new shirt for Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast. That's literally it's a copy of the old Obama shirt, like the Hope shirt by Shepard Fairey. And it's got her, and it's like Lizzie Borden 2024, and it's got like 5 different slogans down the back, and they're all inappropriate. Like, does anything say boomer more than making a fucking 15-year-old copy of a fucking Obama shirt? Like, what are you doing? Like, very, very current, bro. Like, yeah, that's the design everybody wants right now. So, anyway, I had shown that. I was talking to it about it with a couple other paranormal peeps on Instagram, and I learned that not only does he own Lizzie Borden's, but he's buying, the rumor is, Little Birdie told me that he's buying the Villisca Ax Murder House.
Oh, geez, here we go.
I know. So now this terrible money grab guy is going to own 2 of the most popular, famous haunted places in the country. And like you said, yeah, he's also been accused of like stealing. He'll go to like the town's haunted tours and then steal like the whole script for the haunted tours. He's just like the word. I guess he doesn't care about any of the history, any of the paranormal, any of the ghosts. He just wants money from the attraction. So he's like the exact wrong person to own these places. So it's really disappointing.
It happens a lot.
I know, it sucks.
It happens more than people would probably think.
I know, it sucks. So
there's a lot of people making money off paranormal phenomena that really don't care.
So true. Say it again. But no, luckily, we've both been to Lizzie Borden's and Villisca, so at least we saw it before it was a fucking circus, whatever this guy's gonna do to it. But if y'all happen to go there, the locations are nice. It's worth going, but like if you go there and it's just like a shit show, just heads up.
It's just one of those things. It's because you never know what's going to happen. Like it happened with Eloise. Like Eloise was a very weird, spooky, haunted place. Mm-hmm. And then they knocked most of the buildings down. Mm-hmm. And now like part of it is a haunted attraction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys, whoever doesn't know what Eloise is, it's like a famous old asylum / hospital here in Detroit, and they do like tours and haunted events, but like most of the buildings that would have been cool or like spooky are gone, and they just like use whatever they have left. And
also there's a terrible Eloise movie that was made a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
it is bad.
Yeah, I've seen it on like streaming things, but I've never put it on. I'm not going to watch it.
It's so funny because there's a certain aesthetic with like DVD horror movies, which sometimes I don't mind, but then sometimes it just seems like they're stuck in the aesthetic of the movie Seven. Like all of the fonts and credits are in like a scratchy, eroded font.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything has a filter on it to make it look like it's an old movie.
Yeah, like gritty looking. Yeah.
That can be pulled off.
Yeah.
But like when you do it as low budget, like they're just putting like a Microsoft Windows filter, old timey film over the whole thing.
Yeah, it just comes off like it was shot for $13.
Which it probably was.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I think there's a Queen Mary one too.
I'm sure that anything that you can imagine someone has made a movie about.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's disappointing.
That's not a fun story.
I know. I have a less fun one now for you too.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to be in a good mood. Bad mood today.
Okay, so I'll say something cute after this story, but I just have to say an update. The terrible true crime story that I told last week about the lady who got her head chopped off almost. Her name is Allison Botha. First of all, Botha, if you want to look into it more or watch a video, whatever. But the super disappointing update is that after doing 28 years in prison, her attackers were released on parole 3 months ago. Ugh. How do you cut somebody's guts out and cut their head off and you're out of jail? And the even more disappointing part was she wasn't even notified at all. And reporters came to her for a statement, and that's how she found out they were out.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Can you imagine just like being that attacked and that scared for the rest of your life, and then the person just doesn't even, what are the parameters for releasing people? If they don't get to stay in there for the whole life, then what the fuck are we doing? Crazy. That update is crazy to me.
That is pretty crazy.
Hopefully they don't reoffend. I don't fucking know. I don't know if she's expected to move. I don't know what you do in that case, but
Well, I think I told you when I used to go to Java Coffee House in Royal Oak back in the mid 90s, I met a guy who had been in prison for 65 years. He had been in prison.
jeez.
And he went in when he was 17. He had killed his wife because he came home and she was having sex with someone. And he shot at both of them and hit her and killed her.
This is the plot of Shawshank Redemption.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was guilty though.
Okay.
But yeah, he served like 65 years on his sentence and then was released. And I remember talking to him, like his lawyers had been arguing for years because the system of law changes over the decades.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, if you were 17 now and we could get it, like we could go to court as a crime of passion and say you were temporarily insane and you might get 10 years now. Yeah. But back then they gave him, 65 to life or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So weird.
I know. That's why I always watch that shit, because it's so fucking fascinating. But anyway, I'll get on something else now that's actually cute. Ready?
Thank you. I need it.
I know. I remembered a very cute minor detail about, okay, at Michigan Paracon, I presented there for the first time, and I did the Tonight Show, and I went on stage and I wore a suit and acted like a late show host. So anyway, I remember, it just popped in my head out of nowhere. I remembered that because I don't go around wearing a men's suit. And there was a very cute little moment where you were trying to teach me how to be a guy. And you said, when you sit down in a suit, you have to unbutton your jacket, and most late show hosts unbutton their pants because no suits are comfortable when you sit down.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
That was your cute thing you remembered?
Yeah, because it reminded me, because I was watching UFC the other night and they do the post show, and one of the hosts on the post show, he was wearing a suit and he was sitting in a chair and he didn't unbutton his jacket, and it looked so weird and uncomfortable, and I was like, oh, Teddy told me to unbutton my jacket. As soon
as you go to sit down, unbutton that jacket.
I didn't know. I don't remember if I did either when I sat down, because I was in the zone. I know I didn't unbutton my pants. I don't remember if I unbuttoned my coat when I sat down.
The thing they do now with like people who have money, who get like tailored suits and stuff, you'll get like on the sides of your pants, there'll be elastic so that when you sit down, it's actually comfortable to sit in suit pants, but you still have to unbutton that coat.
Yeah, I remember.
It looks so uncomfortable.
It like pulls everything up, like it made everything.
Your collar line changes, everything changes.
Yeah, of the two hosts that was on there, one definitely had his jacket open and the other one had it buttoned, and I'm like, this is, now I see it, I get it. I never noticed before.
See, it's just little things like that. I work into people's brains, and now all the listeners are going to be watching people undo their suits when they sit down on Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Are those still shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both still on.
Are people still watching normal television?
I don't.
Are there shows like Mike and Molly that are still on?
Oh God, I swear. I think that's what they've been playing after Friends at night at like 2 a.m. and it's so. I think it came on a couple nights ago, and I'm like, there's no laugh. There's not one laugh. I haven't laughed. This is so bad.
When I was in Nebraska in the hotel room, I try and fall asleep with something on in the hopes that like while I'm sleeping, it's going to play and give me information. So like I try and fall asleep to like lectures or audiobooks, stuff like that. But when I was in Nebraska, I fell asleep in the hotel room and I woke up to go to the bathroom, and I was so mad because I had started watching a documentary, and then the channel obviously had changed over the course of the hours I was asleep. What television show was on when I woke up that we have talked about numerous times that it is the worst TV show in history?
I already know.
Say it.
Mom.
Yes, it was on.
It's the worst show ever made.
I was furious when I woke up because I was like, how long has this been playing in my brain?
The worst. Every single time it's ever started in front of me, it's the same fucking episode. It's the same. They're in that fucking diner and nobody's funny. And then they go to a meeting and nobody's funny. Who fucking watches that show?
They must have been doing a marathon in Nebraska because it was on it was on the same channel. They were just, and then I looked it up. That show was on for 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah. Before that, Allison Janney was like in Oscar movies.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking quit your life to do Mom? I can't. I really can't. This is what happens when people don't pull you aside and tell you the truth.
That's right.
Really dumb. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a crazy fact that I learned because it's really cute. And I mean, it's not, I don't know. The whole thing is not cute, but the name, anyway, I'll get to it. I'm not explaining it right already. Anyway.
By the way, since we brought up Mom, the reason that I'm not in a great mood today is because it's my mom's birthday.
Today?
Yeah.
Aww. Happy birthday, Tenny's mom. Happy
birthday, Mom.
We miss you. Did you get any weird signals?
No. I've talked to my sister. This might sound psychopathic. I am glad that my mother does not see the world as it is right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, talk about you being a crier. You said she would cry all the time.
Oh, yeah. Like, she did not ever need to see what the world is like right now.
Yeah, that's good. She's cute. She's a cute lady. I swear to you, just a few days ago, she was. I was just thinking the other day that because I thought I had her birthday in my phone and I don't. And I was looking it up the other day and I couldn't find it. Because I know your dad is a Pisces, but I couldn't think of your mom's sign or her birthday.
Libra. Also, I'm going to get personal here. Ready?
Okay. All right.
I was looking through, I actually logged into my Facebook page for the first time in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I was looking through photos and I was going back. I know that we met at Gus's. Mm-hmm. There's a thing that hit my brain yesterday when I was looking through old photos. It is very strange that I remember meeting you, but I don't remember when you became my friend.
I know. Because we tell that story and then there's like, how was the jump to us being fucking best friends? I don't get it either. And I don't know what happened.
I have no idea when that transition happened.
I know, because there would have been like X amount of times of us seeing each other at the bar. And then like there would have been a very awkward, like, maybe we should go out to eat. Like, how did it? I don't remember anything.
The only thing I could come up with was there was a period of time, maybe Ghost Stalkers was 10 years ago, maybe after I had filmed Ghost Stalkers.
Yeah, I remember going up to the...
No, but it was after I filmed Ghost Stalkers. And this was what I came up with.
Okay.
Where I didn't want to hang at Gus's, so I was going to your bar.
Oh, at Imperial?
Yeah, I was coming to Imperial like twice a week.
Huh. Yeah, maybe.
And that seems about the right time frame.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of block out all of that, honestly. And like any time that I was ever working there, I wasn't having a good time for the most part. So like I wouldn't have equated like you being there is what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. I still though can't remember any times where we like started to hang out like alone.
No, I think that it was probably actually, unfortunately, it probably was like something to do with Imperial because like remember when we investigated the basement? Mm-hmm. Like it's moments like that make me think that's when we started like, oh, we both like spooky stuff. Let's hang out and do spooky stuff together.
Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be other stuff that we're missing though too.
Probably.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. It's funny that I remember meeting you and I don't know when we became friends.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even when we tell people the palm reading story, they're like waiting for more. And in both of our brains, we're like, oh, that's all I got.
That's all I got. I erased everything else.
I don't remember the from A to Z or whatever. We can't remember 3 days ago.
No, because the thing is, like I was saying, like so Ghost Stalkers is over in 2014.
Yeah. But here's my thought. Right when you said that, I had to like be good enough friends with you though, because I remember when those new episodes would come out, I would come up to Gus's and watch them with everybody. So
yeah, but by 2016, you're going to Paracon with me.
Yep. Wait, when did Ghost Stalkers come out?
2014.
Yeah, so something happened in those 2 years. We can't remember.
I think we were both drinking a lot those 2 years.
What happened? Did we get abducted?
Maybe. I think we were just drunken buddies.
Yeah, I think we were just drunk.
Yeah.
And hung out there all the time. That's so funny. I should go back in my pictures and in my Facebook and see if there's anything too. Or we're gonna research our own friendship.
Okay. Deep dive our own friendship.
We're gonna do a deep dive on how the fuck we got here. Oh, that's funny. So wait, let me circle back to this stupid fact I was gonna say before any of that started. I was reading, I came across a stupid fact that they were talking about like the first ever condom. Weird opening for my story. It said how did it go? This was back in the fucking 1500s. There's some old cloth fucking condom.
Sheepskin.
Yeah. Well, no, there was one. What did they make it out of? I don't remember, but there was one. Yeah, there's one in a linen sheath. It's in a museum somewhere anyway. So they were like, in the 1500s, this guy named Gabriel Falloppiooooo, Italian Catholic priest, anatomist, professor of botany, was the first person to write about condoms. Fucking Gabriel Falloppiooooo is who they named fallopian tubes after.
What?
Gabriel Falloppiooooo. I can't get over it and I can't stop saying it. And they've been in now I don't have any fallopian tubes left. They have been ripped from my body. But I think it's so funny that it was just like, oh, Falloppiooooo. Just name them the fallopian tubes. Perfect. And there is a facial nerve canal in your face called the aqueductus fallopi. And that is also named after Gabriel Falloppiooooo.
Good work, Falloppiooooo.
Good job, Falloppiooooo. And it says, so yeah, he was the first person to like figure out condoms. And in his writings, he recommends the use of linen sheaths soaked in a chemical solution and dried out before use. Falloppiooooo also claimed to have run it through clinical trials with 1,100 men and reported that none of them got syphilis. This is for syphilis.
Right.
So his like methods worked. I just can't get over the fact that like something, and then it made me wonder. I'm like, yeah, of course, everything in your body is probably named after somebody. I just never thought of it, and I never thought his name would be Gabriel Falloppiooooo.
Right.
I love him.
Didn't they used to use like animal intestines too?
Yeah. Something else gross that they talked about was like an animal something. But who's a priest and a fucking organ inventor, namer person, and a botanist? Like, geez, pick a lane.
Well, you got a lot of stuff named after him.
I know. So yeah, that's our weird fact of the day is Falloppiooooo.
Falloppiooooo.
I just have a couple more things. We both watched Totally Killer, a new horror comedy on Amazon Prime, and it's so fucking cute.
It is pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I finally liked that movie.
It's for me.
It is really cute.
Can I just tell you right now? Because I went into it completely cold.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it either. I didn't want to know anything about
Knew
it.
Nothing about it.
Yep.
And watched it, and the whole first scene happens, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like, whatever. And then time travel.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, now I'm in.
A slasher with time travel. Boom.
Love it.
Love it. It's very cozy and cute and free. And it should have been in the theaters. There's been a lot of terrible movies this year, and Totally Killer should have been in the theater. I would have watched that shit in the theater.
I agree too.
So it's really good. Everybody go watch Totally Killer because it's really cozy. And then something coming to Hulu soon on October 18th, a new queer ghost hunting show called Living for the Dead. It's produced by Kristen Stewart from Twilight, and our buddies Roz Hernandez, Ken Boggle, and Alex LeMay are some of the investigators.
Bow, 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 bow.
I know. It looks so cute. The artwork, they released like a graphic for the show, and it's so cute. It looks like Scooby-Doo. It has very Scooby-Doo energy. It's so cute. So we're excited to see our friends.
I am excited to see it.
October 18th, Living for the Dead on Hulu. Very cute. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was Olive Garden sent us another box of stuff because they're obsessed with us.
Oh, geez.
I know. We got shirts. We got a gift card to go have a meal or two. And Never Ending Pasta Bowl is going on right now. So you can go eat all the pastas in a row. And
we need to go soon.
I know we need to go soon. We were gonna go I was thinking about going the day we went to the church rummage sale, but I was honestly just tapped out.
Yes, I was very happy that you left your house, but we need to go to Olive Garden soon.
I know, we need to go to OG. We love OG. We're the OGs. We're unofficial / official Olive Garden influencers. But yeah, we have so many Olive Garden shirts now. We have like their whole line, and we have blankets. They sent us blankets. Listen, you're going to be jealous of this, and I'm not giving them to you. Sorry, but you got a $600 book, so I'm keeping this. Anyway, In the box from Olive Garden, they gave us dice, like divination, fucking Olive Garden divination dice. And there's 3 dice. And on one of the dice, there's like noodles. On one of them, there's like sauce. And on the other one, there's like something else. And you roll the dice and you see what you want to get from Olive Garden.
I want the dice.
No, you can't have the dice.
I'll give you the book.
Okay, you can have the dice.
All right, that's a deal.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I want the dice.
You're going to give me a $600 book for Olive Garden dice.
If you're not just going to give me the dice, even though I love dice and you know it, then yeah, you can have the book, whatever. Be greedy like that.
Stop.
I'll give you $600 for some dice you got for free.
Okay, that's
from doing a podcast with me.
Don't get salty. I'll see if we can get another pair of dice and you can keep your stupid book.
Whatever.
Listen, I don't know why they didn't.
This is when our friendship started to fall apart.
Oh, God. Yeah, we did the history and now we're doing the distant future where we hate each other because Olive Garden only sent us one set of divination.
Macadamia nuts.
What the fuck does that mean?
They're named after someone. I knew it was in my head somewhere.
It's not Gabriel Falloppiooooo.
No, it's not Gabriel Falloppiooooo. It's a guy named Macadamia.
Oh, that's good. That's a real good title to be an inventor of a nut.
He didn't. It was another guy. It was a friend's story. It was the guy who like discovered the nuts, didn't know what to call him, and his best friend was like John Macadamia. And he was like, "Oh, you're my best friend, so I'll name this Macadamia nuts."
That's cute.
I bet you he would have given him the Olive Garden dice.
Shut up. If I invent something, I have to call it the Tenny something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I invent something, I have to call it the Tenny something.
You're so stupid.
On my gravestone, it'll just say my name, my birthday, and it'll say she didn't give me the dice.
Oh my God. I'll think about it.
You think about it. Deep in your head, our long-lasting friendship, best friends.
Well, you're going to die in like 2 years anyway, so you can have them and then I'll take them when you die.
That's a perfect. You're going to get the fucking $600 book in 2 years anyway.
Oh, this is working out great for me.
Yeah.
You're never going to die. We're both going to be fucking old.
Saxophone.
What is this, John Saxophone now?
Adolf.
Frederick Saxophone?
Adolf Sax. I could be making all of these up.
I'm not making mine up. Falloppiooooo is real.
My saxophone and macadamia nut is real too.
I gotta go. We gotta go. We're falling
Unhinged.
Right, we're done.
Me just screaming words.
Potato salad.
Ralph Potato Salad.
Okay, we're done. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Can we call this episode Ralph Potato Salad?
Yep.
Oh, we're so dumb.
We're so dumb. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Have there another notes? Yeah, you can see our stupid video of us going to the church rummage sale at Patreon. What's Up Weirdo Patreon. And other videos. There's a Michigan Paracon video. There's all sorts of videos of us being dumb. And we had a new fan from Alaska write to us in the Instagram. And she's like, I just found you guys. I'm going to send you stuff from Alaska. I'm like, that's cute.
That's cute.
I know.
She's going to send us snow.
She said she's going to send salmon dog treats for the dog. I'm like,
ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he would love that.
Yeah.
And he got a squeaky Jason in the mail today, too. Jason from Friday the 13th.
What?
Yeah. And a Bride of Frankenstein toy.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is really cute.
Does she have black or red hair?
Black.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. You're right.
Yeah.
I've seen that colorized picture before.
It really is one of those things that irks me. She looks creepier with red hair.
I know I like the red, but it wasn't in color originally. So that, right? The movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, nobody knew. Nobody knows.
They're going to know.
Nobody's going to know.
They're going to know.
Ralph, potato salad. Wrap it up.
All right. I'm all done.
Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, dummy.
Okay, loser.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay.